Okay, I've got some river water, actually reservoir water, that I'm doing videos on, and I'm just going to ask you to take a look around in here a little bit. Grab the imagery, whatever you can. I may or may not throw the telescopic lens on, I'm not sure yet. The triangular shapes, very, very prevalent in all this. You should be able to pick them out the same way that I'm telling you to pick them out in the clouds as well. They're here by the bazillions. You'll look in here and you'll see them all, the boomerang triangles, the pyramid triangles, and the boomerang triangles. Now look at these tiny, tiny little ones everywhere, okay? Look at these tiny, tiny little ones. Look for the eyes, the nostrils, and the mouths of the imagery. You'll find, the Batman triangles, the pyramid triangles, the diamond triangles, all different sizes, all different shapes. You'll see them prevalently with your own eyes. You won't need the camera to see all this. You'll be able to see all this, no problem. They're by the bazillions. It is a nanocarbon system. Our eyes are able to see them when they go behind certain heavy metals, in front of certain heavy metals. Our eyes are allowed to see them. We're supposed to see all this. We've just been all fucking dumbed down and sidetracked and distracted all this time. This is what it is. So I'm going to press play. Hopefully you're catching some of this imagery. I'm looking over to the side to see where the stones are. The stones, mountains, you can see the difference in the imagery. If I can go like this, I might be able to bring you some more light in so you can see the difference. Let's see. Okay. So it's full of imagery over here where it's dark as well, and I don't want to pull the screen forward because if I pull more light in, then you might lose some of this. So let's just keep going. So in other words, try to look hard in the darkness over here, and you'll see this is all rock and stone, and there's imagery all over in here. But all the imagery in here is the one I want your attention on now because I'm ready to hit play. Over here it looks like it's going to be stone as well. We'll know when I hit play, but it's full of imagery. Everything. Feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. 12 triangular shapes. Here we go. There you go. So I'm going to hit play and pause and play. I'm going to let you look at the images that keep reappearing, new images over here, just like in the clouds. Just like in the clouds, the same shit. When it's going by you like this, it's harder to catch. If you hit pause and play and look in on it, you should have no problem seeing it. And I could throw the other lens on there, but I'm just going to go in like this. Okay, I'm just going to go in like this. Is a wall down here. So again, human interference with this white wall right here, so I'm going to try to leave that out. The rest of all this is all water, stone, rock. Yes, they did blow these mountains apart to make this valley at one time to run the water through it. So it also has human interference, but the human interference was drill marks, and we can go in on all those. Matter of fact, I just did a video on that recently, and the video got destroyed. The camera overheated and ruined the SD card. So again, I'm just hitting pause and play. Look around in here. Look everywhere. All this is moving water, and the images are moving through. So you'll see them as I hit pause and play. And I'm actually doing a pretty lengthy pause and play. I could just be doing this. If I just do this, I got another half hour, an hour. I could just, more than that I could look around in here, pull all the images out of this flowing water. Why? Because this is electromagnetic current that creates everything. The electromagnetic current is, like I keep saying, wind is an effect of electromagnetic current. What we think of as buoyancy and density, pressures, all are effects of electromagnetic current. So yes, on a human scale, this water is flowing downhill, right? That's what we would think, downhill, and we blame it all on gravity or give the credit to gravity. Gravity is bullshit. Gravity is fucking nonsense. Yes, what goes up must come down. That's human construct. Yes, definitely that's our true things. The math, you can make the math work on a human scale. But what I'm suggesting to you, I'm not only suggesting, I'm showing you, you can go see it for yourself, is that everything, the electromagnetic current pushes and pulls all heavy metals into place. All compounds are holding these heavy metals or some form of um, magnetic ability, or what I keep calling and getting ranked out for, reverse polarity ability. Of reverse polarity. In other words, they have no magnetic ability, but they do have heavy metal value, so they're able to be pushed. Other things that I'm seeing, and I'm going to try to explain it in Dylan Gav's and Brian's series. I'm just going to hit pause and play again. Play and pause, whatever. Primers. The primers. There are these primer metals that I'm noticing. I started noticing it in the clouds, and I'm noticing it in the water, the smoke, the steam. I'm noticing in things like that. So I'll probably start finding it in the solids and in the liquids as well. I mean the ice rather, because I'm finding it in the liquids, things that are moving. I'm able to notice these other things. It's fascinating. So I just go back and I watch my own videos back, and I'm noticing all this other shit that's happening with it all, with the system, and it's amazing. So there's these heavy metals that work as primers. So in other words, by themselves, they may not have any great quality to work with this system, but when they combine with other heavy metals, they become not something different, just a combined thing. I kind of compare it to like primer, because the reason is because I get it in my head, like when I'm, let's say, water-based primer, let's say, right? Rather than make a big video explaining to people how primer works, I'm just going to explain it a little bit and without demonstrations, and hopefully people just understand what I'm talking about. If you're using a water-based primer, for example, and you lay the primer on wood, let's say wood, it could be metal, could be other things as well, could be even stone or rock. That primer absorbs into it. But wood, let's use wood because the primer goes real deep. When you use a stain primer, especially, stain primer will go even deeper. It has the ability, it stays a liquid longer, and it goes deeper into the wood. So anyways, what I'm noticing is when I'm watching, look at the fucking imagery, it's unbelievable. The imagery is unfucking believable, man. This is water. This is just a fucking stream leading to a reservoir that it's amazing, amazing. And I know I'm hitting play awfully fast too, but I just did an extra long video, so I just want to get through this one. Take me 20 minutes. Notice the stone, notice where the rock is, the sides of these walls and shit. Every time I hit play, you'll notice that imagery does not change. It's only the imagery that's the water that's moving, that's changing. Back to the primer. So these primers, right? So you put on your coat of primer on the wood. The primer bites way deep into the fucking wood, right? There's a reason for that, because the next coat of paint, the first coat of paint that goes on, is going to bite into the primer more than it is the wood. And it's going to go follow the primer deeper down into the wood because it's going to be attracted to the primer. So the paint like chases the primer coat, put it that way, down deep into the wood. And again, metal and stone and whatever else you want to paint. I think even, plastics even as well. Plastic has pores. Plastic has pores. So that's the same thing that I'm watching happen with these heavy metals. When I'm watching the water, the clouds, the smoke, the steam, things like that are actually moving. I'm watching them work, and they're priming each other. They're priming themselves and each other. With these other heavy metals. The chemtrails, somebody out there obviously knows this system just as well as I'm explaining it to you now, obviously. Or they would not be out there geoengineering, spending billions of dollars a year on dumping heavy metals, aerosols all over our fucking skies that eventually will rise and fall to their, what we call density level, buoyancy and density level, I should say. But the thing that nobody explains and nobody even wants to, I guess, understand is that we are living in an ocean of nanocarbon. We are, everybody over the years always wanted to know, why do they label everything like we're on the water, social security numbers and us being at port, considered at port and things like this, and everything's explained in these nautical terms, right? Everything's done in nautical terminology. I mean, they obviously knew. They obviously knew what I'm explaining to you now. The only difference is they don't explain it in the way that I do. They just put a name on it. Yeah, nautical terminology. Well, wait a minute. Why nautical terminology? My grandparents were never sailors, and neither was I. So why nautical terminology for everything that we do here on land? Because there's no such thing. Because it's all bullshit. We're all part of one system, from the rocks, the liquids, the smokes, the fucking steams, the carbons themselves. So you're gonna all go on to pay carbon taxes, you fucking zombie slaves, you stupid motherfuckers. You're all gonna go paying these carbon taxes when the entire system is carbon. It's all a carbon system. So now you got too many cars on the road. Yeah, there is a fucking happy medium. We should know what heavy metals we want to dump on ourselves. That would be helpful, but no one wants to wake up. They won't even look up. You know, I'm looking at all this imagery. There's fucking thousands of images in here. This is the water. That's all we're doing. We're looking at the water flowing. I'm pressing play, pays, and pause, and plays, and pause. And you can certainly do the same thing and you'll have even more fun. You can go to this research video, April 26, 2019. I go through the trees, rocks, stones, mountains, pull the phone out of your fucking back pocket, shut off Judge Judy, go ahead and start looking around at the screen with your own camera phone as a viewing device. If you can throw some filters on like this, then that's wonderful. But if you can't, I already have a red filter on there for you. So as you can see, you'll still make out the imagery, probably even more clear. You know, I throw the filters on to add contrast, but you do lose clarity when you throw the filters on, so I'll leave it off for a minute. I'm already at 11 minutes anyway in this video, and I don't want it to go over 20. I'm going to hit play. Again, watch the imagery change. It's always feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. That's why I keep telling you, go look at it closely. If it's only feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast, you know how much that tells us? That tells us a lot, especially if anybody's interested in knowing the truth about things and what the fuck is going on. Yeah, there's a lot of other species here. Where are the fish? Where are the fucking birds? Where are the lobsters? Where are the kangaroos? Where are the giraffes? Where are all the other species that we know of? And if you want to take species, plant life, trees, I mean, we take it all over the fucking place. Where are all your bullshit story? Where are the images of those? In other words, the dinosaurs. Where are all the images of the dinosaurs if this is supposedly your imagination? Because that's what they're going to tell you. That's what everybody will tell you. You will tell yourself that. You'll say, oh, I'm just seeing what I want to see. This is my imagination I'm seeing in here. I cannot possibly be seeing feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast over and over. Go ahead, I dare you. Try to see something else. But really go and look. Don't just say, oh yeah, I see a fucking kangaroo right here. No, you don't. You see a fucking human face. Maybe with some ape features, but I don't think so. Not in this one. But a lot of them are crossed. There are a lot of images that are crossed. It's feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. The beast is a combination of feline, canine, ape, rodent, and human. I don't know why this is yet. I haven't figured it out yet, but it's clearly simple to fucking see with our own eyes. Pause and play. It looks like I got a little bit of camera glare going there, so I'm going to pull back a little bit. When I get that stretch marks on my camera, I hate that. But again, look around deep. This is water. This is running water that we're looking at here, you know? And you should be able to make out all this imagery. It's image within image within image. In other words, face within face within face. So eye, nose, and mouth of this human face right here. It's undistinguishable or indistinguishable. You know, you can't miss it. But now that you caught that one, keep focused. Because look, image within image within image within image within image, within image, within image, within image, within image. It's all this feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. It's all the same fucking imagery over and over and over again. And this is running water. And I'm going to keep doing this, and I can come up with it over and over and over. Pause and pause. Now I got a bunch of new fucking images in here. All new faces. All new images. Of course, the stuff on the stone and the rock stays the same, don't it? Yeah. A little funny, huh? Yeah. over and over and over again. This is a guaranteed thing. This is our system. The only reason nobody can see it is because you're in denial of. You're just in denial. Believe me, your subconscious mind sees all this. Your subconscious definitely sees all this. No matter if your conscious mind wants to keep believing in God and Satan did it and it's the devil, it's the work of the devil or whatever, you can, it's space aliens, whatever. Yeah, so again, back to the imagery. So where are all your bullshit stories, people? Where the fuck are they? Where are the dinosaurs? Where are the unicorns? Where are the angels? Where are the angels with the wings flying around in my imagination? That should be all in this imagery. If this is supposedly your imagination and you seeing what you want to see, where are they all? Where are the horses? Look at the fucking face here with the eyes. The eye, nose with the mouth right here with a little bit of mustache and beard thing going on, and then above him you got another image with eye, just image within image within image, everywhere, same shit. Play and pause. Now, I've done this many times with the water. Nobody ever gets it. It's a little bit better, I would say, though, than stone and rock. When people are able to get their head around the stone and the rock, then I think they'll be ready for the veil. They'll understand the veil better, and they'll be able to have some appreciation for the idea that the veil, it seems to me, is going to be... I'm afraid to even throw this out at people because people get nervous about it, but it seems like it's going to be, I don't want to keep calling it a molten glass, but a glass firmament. And it could be a molten glass firmament, not just a glass firmament, because when you hear glass firmament, you think, something glass, solid. Molten glass, you think of a soft, hot, liquidy substance of glass, right? Or liquidy substance, I should say, when you hear molten glass. So I'm still trying to figure that part out myself as well. Is it a molten glass that is all around us, That's one of the reasons why I like Brian Austin Lambert's theory. He gave a little bit of reason for that because he says that the plasma would not melt the ice. Because of its purities, the pure water would not be affected by the plasma, what would I call a radiation band, and the heliocentric model calls a radiation belt. I'm looking at a bunch of shit. I mean, there's stuff all over in here. I'm just looking around. Again, moving water. Look at the detail. Look around in here. Take a minute. There's no filter on my camera right now. You can feel free to go to this April 26, 2019, number 3 research vid, and look around at all this and do exactly what I'm doing here for yourself. This way you can take your time and move your camera around more. You'll be able to understand this a little better. So back to what I was saying, where are the squid? Where are the pine trees? Where are all the, so if you're going to be using your imagination, you can be bringing in inanimate objects. Where's the tooth fairy? Where are all the cars that we like, or the boats, or the other inanimate objects, man-made objects even, if this is really your imagination? And everything that you're seeing here in these videos that I'm making for you guys, if everything in here is just only seeing what you want to see, then where is all that shit? You ask yourself that. Question yourself with that. Because it's not there. It's not fucking there. You can try all you want to make it there. You can try to put it there. It's not going to happen. There are certain things. You can look at a, let's say, a feline or a canine and try to say, it kind of looks like a shape of a horse. It's kind of his face, the long face, and certain canines or whatever might have a long, it kind of looks like a horse, and you could try to make it out to be a horse's face. I dare you. Go ahead, try it. It's not going to work. So you can go in and look at it, and what's going to happen is you're going to look at it a little bit closer. You're going to take your fucking camera, and you're going to bring your camera in and say, is that a horse or a dog? And then once you look at it a little closer, you're going to say, shit, it is a fucking dog. Yeah, it's definitely not a horse. Yeah, it's definitely not a cow. Yeah, that's definitely a feline. It's got feline features, maybe, and then you think of all the different felines that there are too, and everything. There's a lot of different feline features as well. Okay, play again. Pause. So you'll be able to prove this to yourselves once you start looking. You have to first of all have the balls to go look. Don't be afraid. Everybody might try to scare you. You've been programmed to be afraid to even look at anything that I'm showing you. Also, that's another problem with all of this is we've all been programmed to be afraid of it. And especially afraid to talk about it openly. No one wants to talk about any of this shit openly because people will rank you out, they'll pick on you, you'll have a bunch of people ganging up on you. You can't worry about that shit. They're all zombies. So once you see this, you'll have the confidence that I'm telling you that when you look around now, that's all I see. That's all I see is zombies. Everywhere I look, it's true. So it does kind of put you a little bit up on a pedestal a little bit, but you also feel very alone because there's nobody else out there who was willing to look. But at least once you keep seeing it all and you keep reconfirming to yourself that you've got it and you're right and correct about what you're seeing, and that all these other people are just fucking morons, and you try to show it to them, you try to give people a chance, and you say, look, you can see this for yourself, and when you see them run from it and everything, you'll realize, oh my God, they're fucking zombies. It wasn't enough to just see all these people just staring into a television set for the last fucking 60 years or into a cell phone for the last 20 years or whatever. That wasn't good enough for you to believe that you're surrounded by zombies. But once you start catching all of this and you start seeing all this for yourself, then it's a given. You're going to look around, you'll start talking to people about it, and they'll be like, ugh. And when I say they say, ugh, what I really mean is they'll say, well, we're spinning at a fucking 1,000 miles an hour, and we're going through the vast of outer space at fucking 1,100 miles an hour, and then or what is it, 11,000 miles an hour, around the sun at 11,000 miles an hour, or whatever the fuck their math is, and then they bring you through this whole thing, and that's the way it all works. And the Earth and the Moon go around the sun, and that's like the rest of the solar system. Blah, 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 and they'll tell you a bunch of shit that's not provable. It's provable to be false. You can prove that it's all wrong. You can time the moon easily. You can fucking watch and calculate things for yourself. Nobody does. 6.8 billion fucking zombies. 6.8 billion zombies. That's a lot of zombies, and there's nobody else around it. You can't count the people who are really truly awakened. I can't go online and say, oh, thank goodness, at least this guy Dell and this guy Brian and these other few people, at least they see it and they got it now. At least I'm not so alone on all this. No fucking way. And I'm hoping that the only reason that is because they haven't had enough time to digest it yet. Because I'm not even done with the series to these guys yet, but the others that I've already done in the past for series, I don't see them out there saying, okay, yep, every day I'm finding more and more that this is the way it's going. Even if they prove some of the things wrong, because some of what I'm saying is theoretical, obviously, but the things that I can see with my eyes, that's not theoretical, people. That's not a theory. That's not a hypothesis. I see it. I'm showing it to you. Now, it might be theoretical and hypothesis of how long ago this veil was built, but it's not a hypothesis that there's a veil above our head. That's not a hypothesis. That's not a theory. I can see it. I can actually go in and look at that veil with my own eyes. So therefore, anybody else that I try to show it to turns their head after looking for not even a few seconds and then ranks me out. Well, those are the retarded zombies, because the retarded zombies are even worse than the regular zombies. The retarded zombies will argue with you all fucking day, every day about stupid, just distractions. It's just a distraction from everything I'm trying to show you. Don't bother arguing with them. Go look for yourself, make your own decisions, and see for yourself. And even if you deny it, even if you look at it, you see it, and then you say, nope, I cannot, my brain will not accept this. It's okay. As long as it goes into your conscious mind, you'll know it in the back of your mind, and then someday you'll pick up where you left off, and you'll get the rest of it. Like I kept saying in earlier videos, there is no rush to this. I don't have to feel panic, like, oh my gosh, like I used to feel. Oh my God, everybody gotta wake up, and we're gonna... No, it's no fucking... That's just part of the scam, that everybody's gotta feel, scared and under pressure, and it's all, oh, so scared. Nothing scary about it. Nothing scary about it. It's our fucking system. If we'd stop being afraid of it, then we'd be able to take the technology back, and holy fuck, would it blow the technology of today away big time. I keep circling over here because all the white's over here, so I'm thinking you're going to pick this up easier. But look in here as well. It's, image within image within image everywhere through here. I can start pointing them out to you. You'll see an eye open here and an eye droopy eye here. You'll see the nostrils here, and you'll make out the mouth here of this large fucking image. Then when you see him, look in here and see the eye here, the mouth here, the nostrils here of this fucking image. You just have to look around. You'll see this sideways running one here. You might say, oh, I got him. I found something that's a horse. No, it's not. It's not a horse. It's not even a long fucking snout. Go in and look at it a little bit better. It's not. I can already even tell you from this distance, it's feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast, and you can go look for yourself and see what I'm talking about. So if anybody does want to actually look and help, then it's easy enough. Come aboard, come on in. I'd like to go in on this and see what the fuck that. This isn't the fucking water. It's just like the clouds, just like the smoke, just like the steam. Same shit. Look in there, people. Look the fuck in there. I gotta go. I'll be back.